He's in like paper flying around the entire shot. So Ramon and my job was to rip up little tiny pieces of paper and just throw them in front of the camera. And the camera was on Shia, and he was having to do all the hard work, and he was like screaming, he was in pain, he was in a harness, his balls hurt, his hand was falling off, he was losing his fingernails. And Ramon and I were just in there like, wee! So that was good fun for me.
I just remember that day being really not fun. That was not a cool day. That was a rough day. Yeah. Every day, Mike would show up on set, and a lot of people were taking over and unders on whether he'd show up on time. Because usually it was about 2 hours you were waiting around, you know? So we started betting on it. And it became like our fantasy football, whether he'd show up on time.
This is an official gambling pool. Over the course of this week, we've had around an 8:30 crew call, and Michael's arrived on average at 9:25. So the Vegas odds put the over-under at 9:25. Now, he is driving himself today. Okay, that doesn't happen. So maybe he gets lost. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's the over-under. We have about
Who bet 8:30?
about 20 people bet, okay, including Shia, who bet 10:30. That's 2 hours behind.
I'm charging, baby.
Megan Fox, 10:10. It's quite behind. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt and said he's going to be right on time at 8:30. Clearly wrong. Anyway, winner takes all. Official Blackberry time goes, and we have some entrance music for him when he arrives. Hail to the Chief.
And then the Hail to the Chief started. Mike didn't like that at all.
That's very funny. You guys are funny. Is this like gonna be a joke every day?
I was messing with Mike this whole movie. Like, whatever I was doing in the first one was just like a small little nod to where we went with this. Look, come here. Just look at the shot right here. See this right here? You see him when he's touching his head like that? That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. When he's in this mode, he's in that mode, it means you're gonna get it today. Today's a bad day. I told these guys there's no more sunflower seeds, so they try to screw around with me. Look at that. Look at that. You know who did this? Shia. Shia. Did he do this morning yet? Did you do this? It's another shit day then. Another shit day in the neighborhood.
What we did is we built a 4-foot section on the real house so we don't blow it up, and we got our explosions behind. You know, you'll see fire, debris, raining stuff, and we're gonna do it without hurting the house.
Ready? Ready? And action! 1, 2, 3. Everybody okay? Everybody all right?
Yeah, baby.
Somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, I see smoke down the ridge a ways. And I said, show me. And I ran over there and I go, okay, we have a problem. It started a small fire in the attic.
It's a smolder fire. They didn't want us to actually bolt into the walls or scratch the floors, but I think we might have started a little fire in the attic.
The house was on fire. They've just sprayed some water on it, so we're good to go today.
We're just wrecking the joint. That's what we do. Move in, it's beautiful, then we wreck it. We'll see you soon.
There was a lot of discussion about where we might do Middle Eastern sand, and we scouted quite extensively in the Southwest, in Arizona, New Mexico, of course, again, and the sand dune areas in California, and we sort of costed it out and also bore in mind the restrictions, because if we thought Michael blew stuff up on the first one, we knew he was going to go for, swing for the fences on this one, and sure enough, he did. So we decided to go back to White Sands, and because we couldn't do pyrotechnic work in Egypt, we chose to build this Egyptian village there.
White Sands is challenging. It was a challenging location. Just getting there was half the challenge. Finding it was half the challenge.
Well, it's a huge pain in the arse is what it is. You could not get further away from any kind of servicing of a set like that. It really kind of is impractical. You know, it's very, very remote.
It's a town that it's just a military base, basically, and there's literally nothing there. There is a Walmart, there is a Chili's, a Applebee's. Not that you need a lot more than that in life, but coming from Los Angeles, to be there for a month or so, we were all kind of anticipating the worst.
It's hot. You're out in the desert in the sun for 15, 16 hours a day, so there's obviously the environmental issue.
The sand, as white as it is really bright. By the end of the day, my eyes are beat. I feel like I've lost some of my vision, so I try to wear sunglasses. But at the same time, just another morning here in White Sands, New Mexico.
I've worked on a couple of big budget movies, a few, but nothing on this scale.
This one feels a lot bigger than the first one. I mean, I thought the first one we had all the toys and gadgets you can have. I mean, this one there's even more. They build this gigantic set, and he's like a big kid overlooking it all, going, oh, let's go over here, let's blow this up over here, and have them run over here. And he's got it all in his head.
He understands scale in a way that, I don't know, there's probably 2 or 3 other guys maybe in the business, maybe even not.
Michael puts big sweeping images on the screen, and then he moves the camera through them in ways we don't see every day in movies. He's got a tremendous sense of craftsmanship.
I mean, he does big movies unbelievably well.
There is nobody I can think of that does it better than Bay. Nobody blows his shit up as big as he does.
I'm sure Michael's got one of those, you know, like Spinal Tap, you know, explosions. What does it go up to? 10. Well, I want mine to go up to 11.
Action! A lot of the things that I thought, they're not really blowing this up. Yes, they do. They really blow it up.
Basically, if you build it, he's going to blow it up. No, that's a given.
Michael doesn't like to leave everything to ILM. He likes it to be as realistic as possible. So they put together these gas bombs that were 600 gallons of gas total.
It's called the mother of all bombs, which is the acronym being the MOAB.
MOAB, apparently, is what it is called.
It was 55-gallon drums of gasoline with a high explosive charge underneath it, which is usually, in our case, it's dynamite.
There was 14 barrels on that one shot.
600 gallons of gasoline. Big.
How big is the explosion from one trash can? Like, how far is the fire gonna go in the sky?
About 300 feet.
Nice.
Don't look back.
Oh my God.
This is probably the biggest explosion ever done with actors involved in it. Usually the actors are back in their trailer waiting just to hear the thing happen.
There's no, like, face replacements on this movie, you know? He put us as close to the fire as he was willing.